All right, welcome, welcome. This is the 2026 Houston Home Show Exhibitor webinar. I am Lucy Ferguson. I am your show manager, and with me is Hannah Gilbert Egley, your show coordinator extraordinaire. Say hello,
Howdy,
Hannah.
y'all. Howdy, y'all.
And not on the call is our Paul Grozda, Paul Grozda, your exhibit sales consultant, and also Sally Greer, your other exhibit sales consultant. If you booked a booth, it was definitely either through Paul or Sally. And first off, thank you very much to our show sponsors and partners. The home show is presented by CertaPro Painters this year. And then we do have a few other very important sponsors this year, like ENG Pools and Landscape, Shelf Genie, City Vet, PlantCon, Moon Valley Nurseries, Texas Garden Materials, American Furniture Warehouse, LHD Tree Service, H&H Escobar Property Services, Valor Lift, and the Houston Gamblers. So thank you very much, everybody. And if you are still curious about sponsorship opportunities, there are a few left. As of this recording, we have 3 aisles left if you want to be an aisle sponsor. There is still the opportunity to be a stage sponsor, and it's not too late to be the Free Ticket Friday sponsor. So that is probably the most exclusive one still up for grabs. And then for today's agenda, we are going to go over just a show overview, and then we're going to take you through what to do before the show, during move-in, during the show, and then during move-out. So just kind of what to do during each phase of the show. And Hannah, if you'd like to take them through the show overview and this year's highlights.
Sure. So the 2026 year highlights, our guest celebrity joining us at the show is going to be Richard Karn. He is most notable as Al Borland in our 90s favorite show, Home Improvement. We are having our Houston Homescapes. So we are going to have 2 huge, large garden features produced by H&H Escobar Property Services and E&G Pool and Landscaping. So pop by over there and get some inspiration for your backyard. And one of our favorite highlights is, of course, our Petopia and our Adoptable Pet Showcase. So we are working with Best Friends Animal Society, the Houston chapter, as well as the Houston Humane Society. Another fun thing that we are incorporating in the 26 show, we're going to do a touchdown treasure, the Golden Football Challenge. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'm going to walk the show floor. Lucy and I are going to walk the show floor together, and we are going to hide a golden football. And one lucky attendee who finds this golden football will bring that over to the show office and redeem a fantastic prize. So it's not too late to contribute a gift card of any sort of additional kind of sponsorship opportunity for you guys. We would be grateful if you wanted to take part of this Golden Football Challenge. Just kind of getting into a little bit of our show overview. Going to talk about our ticket prices and our show hours. So at the box office, our adult ticket is going to be $10, and for seniors, it's going to be $8. If you do it online, you get advanced discounted online. That pricing is through the 6th. It will take that adult ticket down to $8, and children under 16 are free. The show will be running Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The show hours on Friday are going to be from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. On Saturday, the event's going to run from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. And on Sunday, we are going to be open at 10 a.m. and closing up shop at 5 p.m. on the nose.
All right, thank you very much, Hannah. And as far as how we market the show, marketing for the show does get a lot of attention. So we put about $160,000 into our marketing budget. And this goes for TV ads, radio, and digital. And with the digital, it goes into OTT ads, YouTube ads, streaming service ads, social media ads. It's a very robust campaign. It's email ads. We have a huge email campaign for our attendee list as well. So it is something we pay a lot of attention to. All right, so what to do before the show? The most important thing you can do for yourself leading up to the show is check the exhibitor kit. And you can see the link for that right at the top there. And you can find the exhibitor kit on the page or on the show's website. If you just go to the bottom, you can see it right there for exhibitors, exhibitor kit. And then Hannah also added a lovely QR code right there. So if you scan that, it will take you straight to the exhibitor kit itself. And so the exhibitor kit is just a wonderful, wonderful resource for our exhibitors leading up to the show. Odds are, if you have a question on the show, that answer is probably in the kit. That's how we built it. And so please do check it. And you know what? If the answer is not in the kit, please let us know because that might be something we need to add to it. All right, Hannah, please tell them about their comp tickets.
All right. So your what to do before the show, I'm going to send out your comp tickets. I plan to get that over into your inbox January 12th. So you'll see the ticket portal manager. This is how you'll send your complimentary tickets to friends, family, or colleagues and or clients. Be aware it will not come from Hannah G at mpeshows.com. It will come from this no reply at mail3.microspec.com. So please be aware of that. It often gets filtered over to spam, so please check those junk folders. And like I said, those tickets will be sent to you guys on the 12th. If you guys need more, by all means, reach out to me and I'd be delighted to bump up your ticket supply. So this is just kind of a little overview of what you will see on your side as the user to send out these tickets. It's really cool. You can add your logo in there as well. So allotted is how many we sent to you. Again, if you need more, don't hesitate to ask. The answer will be yes. Sent is obviously how many tickets you have emailed out. Fulfilled, how many were fulfilled on the website and redeemed. The tickets that have been scanned at the show. So if you need more tickets, again, please reach out to me. I know on the slideshow it says Lucy F at MPE, but please reach out to Hannah G at mpeshows.com and I'll be happy to zip you off some more.
Though we are both very generous with tickets.
Yes, Lucy will say yes too. Again, this is kind of, what to do before the show. Another kind of like a little example of what you'll see on your side. So you'll want to enter in the quantity of tickets you would like to send to your guest, put their name, type in the recipient's email address, and you can even leave a little note for them at the bottom. Of course, that's completely optional, but it is very straightforward, easy process. Just send them the quantity that they've requested or that you would like to send to them, enter their contact name and a good email address. Bada bing, bada boom, they will have the tickets. So temporary food licensing and sampling. Any exhibitor offering samples at the show must be approved by the show management and the NRG facility first before the show kicks off. The form can be found on our exhibitor kit. Contact me, guys, if you have any questions. My direct line is right there, 801-456-7489. And my email address as well, hannahg at mpeshows.com. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions or run into any hiccups, and we'll certainly get you all settled up. So, ordering our exhibitor services. Again, all this information can be found on our exhibitor kit. Discounted prices for ordering in advance are for Energy Park is going to be January 3rd, and for GEMS, our show decorator, the 19th. So when you want to reach out to Energy Park, they will be the folks to help you with electricity, so running power to your booth, gas, water, internet. They will be the folks to take care of those needs for you. GEMS is our show decorator. They can help you with booth furnishing, carpeting or under padding, signage and graphics, forklift services. So again, for GEMS, that discount deadline is the 19th of January, and Energy Park, that discount is January 23rd.
Okay, so for enhancing your exhibitor listing, you'll want to do this before the show. And for what your exhibitor listing is, we list every single company we book on the show's website. And so when you do book the show within 24 hours of signing your contract, your basic listing is live on the website. And what that basic listing is your company name and your booth number. Within 24 hours of signing your contract, you'll get an email from our system with a link that says you can enhance your exhibitor listing. And what that enhanced exhibitor listing lets you do is quite a bit. So here is a difference between an enhanced listing and a basic one. So obviously the enhanced listing looks quite a bit nicer. You can add your logo, you can make sure your website's linked, you can link all your socials, you can even add a promotional video. Now that is limited to just a YouTube linked video, so it does have to be a YouTube URL. You can add a company description, you can add a show special, you can add photos. It's quite a big difference, and it does make you look quite a bit nicer on the website, and it does typically generate more attendee traffic on the website as well. And you've already paid for your listing with your booth purchase, so there's no additional cost to doing an enhanced listing versus doing a basic listing. And we are continuing the QR code. So we did do this last show as well, but we are going to be doing the QR codes again. And another benefit of doing an enhanced listing is if you've updated your exhibitor listing, you've updated the information on the QR code. So what these are is when attendees are walking the show, there's going to be a sticker in front of your booth on the carpet that will look very similar to that. And attendees can scan that and save your company information. And so the company information that they see when they scan it is going to reflect the information that you've added to your enhanced exhibitor listing. So once again, if you've enhanced your exhibitor listing, you've updated the information on your QR code as well. All right. And as far as knowing what comes with your booth space, so that photo right there is what comes with your booth space. You're going to have some pipe and drape, and that will help essentially give you the borders of your booth to separate you and your neighbor. Your booth will not come with will not automatically come with electricity or tables or chairs. You can order that separately, or of course bring in your own furnishings as well. Your booth is going to have an 8-foot backdrop for pipe and drape. That 8-foot is also going to be your height restriction unless you are 400 square feet or larger or on a perimeter wall. There is a 8-foot height limitation. So do not exceed that 8-foot pipe and drape behind you. Okay. And if the, excuse me, if checking the exhibitor kit is the most important thing you can do, checking the move-in map is probably the second most important thing you can do. Especially if you have a more in-depth booth display, especially with heavier items. This will tell you what day you can actually drive into the facility with your vehicle to set up your booth. So the yellow area is the Wednesday drive-in. You can come in between 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. and that is different. So it used to be 8 a.m. For Wednesday move-in. That did have to get pushed back this year to 11 a.m. And then the second half of the floor plan, the blue area, is Thursday from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Now, on Thursday, for that blue area, there is no drive-in after 2 p.m. because we will be rolling out the aisle carpet. And for our plant market vendors, you can only drive in and set up your booths after 2 p.m. on Thursday. So your setup time is 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. All right. And then where to park during move-in. So during move-in, so Wednesday and Thursday, there is no charge for parking. So you can either park in that tan lot or you can also park in the orange lot. It makes no difference. The orange lots are 8 and 10 in front of the building. And then the tan lot is the one behind the building. And that is the one that will connect you to the loading dock if you had anything you needed to load in via the ramp. And for the orange lot, there is no access off of Fannin Street. You'll have to access it from Kirby Street. So it does look like you can get to it off of Fannin, but once again, you need to access it from Kirby. Okay, Hannah, take it away.
So when you do, guys, get on site for move-in, here's just kind of our general show office, and a few important kind of landmarks, if you will. So you'll see kind of down where our show office is located. This is where you would want to come in, check in with us, and obtain your exhibitor badges. We will be here all weekend long. So if you have any questions, please come down to the show office and talk to any one of us on the team, and we'd be happy to take care of you guys. Right across from the show office desk, you'll see our box office. This is where our attendees can come in and purchase those tickets. Our will call will be, actually, our will call will be over by the show office desk, but box office is directly across from our desk. So I've highlighted the main one and only entrance and exit of the show. And another important kind of landmark for you vendors to kind of just keep in the back of your mind, there's going to be 2 white kiosks set up over by the Petopia section of the show. That's going to have gems and energy. So anything with electrical needs or our show decorator, gems and energy will have their own kiosk set up here in kind of that northeast corner of the layout. So our show hours are Wednesday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Friday, 8 to 7 as well. And Saturday, we're going to be there 9 a.m. to 7, and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Yep, pretty much if you guys are there, we're also there.
So where to pick up your exhibitor badges? Like I said in the previous slide, come over to our show office desk. One of us will be there, and that's where you'll be able to check in with us and get those badges. You can pick them all at once or leave them at the show desk for your team to kind of stagger and pick them up later. Your exhibitor badges will be how you access the show Thursday through Sunday. You do not need to wear your exhibitor badges during those move-in days, but Friday, Saturday, Sunday, please have your badges ready. So your allotted badges depend on your booth size. So anyone who has a 100 to 300 square foot booth gets up to 5 exhibitor badges. And anyone with a booth 400 square feet or above, you will get 10. And your comp tickets, please folks, your comp tickets are not to be used in place of an exhibitor badge. If you guys need any more extras, again, do not be shy and be hesitant to come to the show office. Would be happy to help you folks out.
Yes, unfortunately, when you use your comp tickets for your badges for your employees, it does skew the attendance results. So we do want that to be accurate.
So ordering exhibitor services on site, again, up in that northwest area, kind of over by or behind Petopia services, you will see GEMS and the Energy have their own kiosk up there with their own representatives, and they'll be able to take care of you on site. Please keep in mind that there is an increased rate, so take advantage of the on-light savings that you can while you can. They'll have the desk set up behind the booths along that east wall. And you will not be able to order these services from the show office desk. We will ask you to go and talk to GEMS and or the Energy facility, and they will be able to take care of you, okay? So on-site storage is available. Exhibitors are welcome to use the empty space behind the show floor as storage. Items should be left along the perimeter walls, but cannot block any doors, including the air wall doors. And to prevent building personnel from throwing your items away, label everything with your company name and quote unquote, do not throw away. This is very important. Make sure that you label everything with your name, company name, and make it clear as day. Please do not throw away. All items left on site are done so at the exhibitor's own risk. So please, guys, keep in mind, but there is storage available for you guys during the show. And please, please don't start an electrical fire or any other kind of fire. Use surge protectors. Only use plugs with grounds. Know the proper size of power supply of what you're using, and no daisy chaining, connecting no multiple power cords to make a longer cord. We ask you again, please do not set the building on fire.
Fire marshal's so touchy about that for some reason. All righty, so During the show, the do's to exhibit like an expert. So do use floor covering. Floor covering is required for everyone. Do stay within your contracted area. You cannot work the aisle. Everyone has paid for their own booth space, so you do need to stay within it. You do need to professionally skirt your tables on all four sides, so your table skirting needs to reach the floor. Use professionally made signage, no handwritten signs, and you do need to staff your booth during show hours. And being a successful exhibitor. So booth location does matter. That's why the booths near the entrance do book first. Be approachable in your booth space. Set it up to invite people in from the aisle. Believe it or not, you'd be amazed how many exhibitors just sit at the back of their booth looking down on their phones. That is attendee repellent. For your display, you want to set up and focus on what you want to sell. And you want to focus on just a few items. We know a lot of you guys have a lot of services you offer. We recommend you focus on the most profitable ones and select just a handful of them. And people want a consultant, not just a salesperson. The attendees are coming here with ideas. They want to be listened to. They don't want to just be sold to. Ask questions and listen to what the your potential customers are saying. So once again, they have the ideas. They want to get the ideas fleshed out. They want someone to help them, and then they want to trust you. So don't just lead hard with the sell. Consult them, and then have a goal so you can measure your success. We want you to know how successful the show was for you. So if you have a lead goal, if you have an appointment goal, if you have a revenue goal, something to measure the show success rate, so you know whether or not it was a good show for you. And of course, follow up. We have never ever ran a show where we didn't have attendees contacting us, asking for a company's contact information because they didn't get reached out to when they left their information with that company. All right, and this is an example of a really nice booth space. So you can see all the signage is professional and it's obvious what the company does. On the left, you can see there's window displays there. They are a window company. They have signage with their company name. They have flooring, and there's still space for attendees to come into the booth. If you get attendees to come into your space, you have doubled your likelihood of getting a lead or appointment from them. All right, and then during the show, where you can park. So it's the same as during move-in. You can park in either the tan lot or the orange lot. However, you will unfortunately have to pay. It is all through the NRG Center. During move-in, you can buy a weekend long pass for $72, or you can pay by the day as you come in. You can also park in the orange lot as you come in through there as well. So once again, the tan lot is in the back of the building where the loading dock is, and then the orange lot is in the front of the building where you access that lot from Kirby. And then it is all card only. You cannot pay with cash. If you'd like to save on parking, we do have a method for that. You can park at the Fannin South Transit Center. The address is right there. It is a $3 parking charge, or at least it was last year. It may have gone up minutely. You get on the Metro rail from there. You ride it for one stop. The very next stop is the NRG Center. The front of the NRG Center is just a couple hundred feet from the stop, and you're there. And the trains run every 6 to 12 minutes. We tested this out ourselves. We got on from the NRG Center, got off at Fannin, got back on. It was a round trip of 22 minutes. So it was great. And if you park there, pay the $1.25 each way, you spend about $5.50. So it does save you. You just have to ride the Metro rail. All right, for move out, vehicles will not be permitted to drive into the building until about 8 p.m. on Sunday or until the aisle carpeting is raised. It will be hand cart and carry until the aisle carpeting is lifted by our show decorator. All exhibits and vehicles must be 100% removed from the building no later than, it is actually 3 p.m. That following Monday from the show. It'll be Monday, February 9th. Since it is Super Bowl Sunday on that Sunday, we are extending move out. And you may not start breaking down your booth until the show closes on Sunday. You cannot start breaking down your booth early until the show closes on Sunday. All right. And unfortunately, this does happen most every show. Do not get scammed. At marketplace events will never ever sell attendee information. So if you do get contacted offering to be sold the attendee email list, that is a scam. That is absolutely not us. Do not fall for it. Do not give them any money. All right. So if you've made it this far in the webinar, thank you very much for listening. Once again, here's all our contact information. I am Lucy Ferguson. Hannah's been with me this entire time. There's our phone numbers with very factual, fun facts. So thank you all again.
Yes, thank you guys for making it this far with us, and we hope the show is successful for each and every one of you all.
Right, and we will see you all in a few weeks. Have a good one.